开始了，已经开始了。
开始了。
你可以说，说。
Hello everyone. My name is Sam, and I'm doing a live stream from the Agro company. This is our first show actually, and we have been doing a live stream on Facebook from more than 1 month, but today we had saw a lot of people are asking, and a lot of people have inquiry on even on YouTube as well. So we thought, why don't go live, answer our people questions, and also tell them about the machinery. Actually, Dan Agro is a manufacture company, manufacture factory which manufacture all kind of agriculture machineries. And when I talk about agriculture machinery, I mean all kind of a rice mill machine, mini rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, shaft cutter, silage packing machine, and many more. As you can see that in front of us, it's a rice mill series. So in that area, as you can see that all of the machines are actually belongs to a rice series. Even it's a mini rice mill machine, as you can see that, or it's a rice mill machine, or a combined rice mill machine, or 3-in-1 combined rice mill machine, or 4-in-1 combined rice mill machine, or even 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine. Each machine has their own specific, each machine has their own qualities which make them different from the other machines actually. In some machines, actually machine frame is single, but they can do a dual work, like as you can see that in front of your eyes. This machine actually a combined rice mill machine which can work for a disc mill machine as well and rice mill machine as well. As you can see that this area actually belong to a rice mill, and that area actually belong to a flour mill machine, or you can say that disc mill machine actually. Combined rice mill machine, why we name them combined rice mill machine, because it's a single machine but can work for rice as well and also can work for flour as well at the same time. Now, the question is, what is its capacity, how much rice it can produce in 1 hour, how much flour or how much all kind of a grinding material which you want to grind into a powder form can convert into it. Actually, capacity of this combined rice mill machine, or you can say that productivity, is 250 to 300 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour you will get 250 to 300 kilogram of rice and flour as well. Both capacities are different. Like for rice it's different, and for flour mill machine it actually different. But the question is that we provide uh, electric motor as well in all of our models, and we also provide gasoline engine as well. So motor for that area where actually there is no electricity shortage, where there is no voltage shortage, that kind of people actually used a motor, electric motor. But we also provided a gasoline engine, or you can say that uh, diesel engine in few of the models. Like in front of you, as you can see that this machine actually work for only rice, not for a flour mill machine. But in that machine, as you can see that they had provided a gasoline engine as compared to the motor. And why they had provided a gasoline engine and they haven't provided a motor? Because in some areas, actually there are many areas, uh, doesn't matter where you are watching our live stream, there are many areas where people don't have a good electricity connection. Some rural areas, some countryside, some mountain areas where there is a shortage of electricity, where the people don't have a good electricity connection, and they want to produce a rice for their family, they that kind of people actually use a gasoline engine as compared to the motor, but the capacity of the rice, the productivity, the quality, all of the things always will remain same. Quality is not gonna change at all. Like if you are using a gasoline engine or if you are using a motor in all kind of models which Don Anglo is making, doesn't matter even it's a rice mill machine or it's a flour mill machine or a shaft cutter, no matter, all kind of machines which are being made by Don Anglo company, if you are using them, the productivity, the rice quality, the flour quality, even you are using a shaft cutter, quality always remains same. So first of all, I would tell you why they are using a gasoline engine. They are using a gasoline engine in this, rice mill machine for the people who doesn't have a good electricity connection, or the people who are actually living in a rural areas. That kind of people use this rice mill machine, and it's called 6N 2023G. The model name is 6N 2023G. And if we talk about its productivity, productivity is 250 to 300 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour, you can get a rice of 250 to 300 kilogram using this rice mill machine which is manufactured by Don Anglo company. But the question is that Don Anglo is not only manufacturing these kind of a rice mill machine, but they are also making a different kind of a flour mills. As you can see that here we have a flour mill series. So in this actually area, they have different kind of a pulverizer, they have different kind of a grinder, they have different kind of a flour mill machine, as you can see that. So if you want to use even these kind of a disc mill machine or a flour mill machine at the area where there is no good electricity connection, they had provided a gasoline engine and they also had provided a motor as well. As you can see that this is a flour mill machine, this is a disc mill machine, but they had provided a motor inside it. But even as you can see that this grinder, even its capacity is smaller, but they had provided a gasoline engine as compared to the motor. And why even they had provided a gasoline engine? So that people can get all kind of material into powder form. Doesn't matter even they are using a gasoline engine or if they are using a motor as well. So now, because 2023 have been ended already, we are in a new area, we are in a new year, first week of a new year. So they also had bring a self-suction disc mill machine. So with the help of that machine, actually it will can suck all kind of material. If you are putting a corn or wheat or rice or soya beans or any kind of a material which you want to grind, it can suck with the help of this pipe and it can grind into a powder form. Those people who haven't watched Don Anglo company, Don Anglo machinery live stream on the Facebook and they are watching us first time, I would like to tell you that we are doing a live stream from Don Anglo company, and Don Anglo company is located in Leshan city, Jingyan county area and Sichuan province. I am doing a live stream from China. We are a manufacture company. We manufacture all kind of agriculture machines, rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, mini rice mill machine and even high output rice mill machine as well. Those people who are watching my live stream for the first time, as time passes you will get to know that what we can manufacture, what kind of machines you are looking for. If you belong to an agriculture family and you want these kind of a machinery, no matter even it's a rice mill machine or it's a disc mill machine or it's a shaft cutter, you can directly contact us on Facebook, WhatsApp, WeChat, even on YouTube. We are also available on TikTok. And Dan Agro is not only manufacturing rice mill machine or disc mill machine. Dan Agro also manufacturing different kind of shaft cutter as well. As you can see that in front of you, we had a different kind of shaft cutter, and in that shaft cutter, each and every shaft cutter has different kind of capability. Each and every shaft cutter has a different kind of capacity as well, and they had, you can use this kind of a shaft cutter with motor as well. You can use this kind of a shaft cutter with gasoline engine as well. But because 2024 has begun, so Dan Agro has bring a latest model of a shaft cutter with the highest capacity of 15 tons. Like in 1 hour you can get 15 tons of shaft in 1 hour. So we have 9Z 1.0 in front of you. This is the smallest model of a shaft cutter Dan Agro actually had right now. But if we talk about its capacity, this kind of shaft cutter is really best, really good option for the people who want to buy this kind of a shaft cutter for the animals of quantity 5 to 5, I would say 5, 6 to 10 animals. If you are a farmer and you are watching my live stream and you want to buy this kind of a shaft cutter for only 2 to 5 or 10 animals, I would suggest this is really a good idea. You can buy this kind of a shaft cutter. 9Z 1.0 had the capacity of 1000 kilogram in 1 hour. Like you can get a 1000 kilogram of shaft or shredder in 1 hour. So the question is that, is there any else shaft cutter? In that shaft cutter they had provided a motor, and they also provided a gasoline engine in other shaft cutter models. But the question is that, is there any other model which had the highest capacity in shaft cutter, even its 2023 model or 2022 models? Yeah, we had a different kind of models. As you can see that in front of you, we have a latest model. Its name is 9ZR 3.2. As you can see that if you watching my live stream first time, this is 9ZR 3.2BN. Required HP is actually 3.5 HP, and if we talk about the productivity, its productivity is 1200 to 3000 kilogram. Like in 1 hour you can get 1200 to 3000 kilogram of shaft or shredder in 1 hour. We haven't end yet, because this is only the second shaft cutter which Dan Agro has manufactured. But first one, the capacity was only 1000, but in that model they had modified this model, and the capacity is actually 1200 to 3000 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour you can get 1200 to 3000 of shaft or shredder. So they also updated another model, same the 9Z 2.0R I was telling you about, but in that model they had provided another inclined hopper with that kind of a shaft cutter. So with the help of that, it can be used for potatoes. And actually the reason behind providing these two shaft cutter is that, like in lower one you can cut all kind of plant branches, but the upper inclined hopper they had provided, in which you can put sweet potato, radish, corn. Most of the time it's used for sweet potatoes, reddish and cold, but the lower inclined hopper, as you can see that in all shaft cutter which Dan Agro is manufacturing, you can cut all kind of plant branches and fresh grass as well for your animals. The shaft cutter which Dan Agro is making right now actually not only used for cutting all kind of plant branches, but the question is that all kind of a shaft or shredder which you are getting by using these kind of a shaft cutter, you can use that shredder or shaft for your animal bedding as well. You can store that shredder or shaft for even winter if you are using this kind of a shaft cutter in summer. So the question is that how many kind of shaft cutter actually Dan Agro has made. Dan Agro has made a lot of shaft cutter in past few years, but the question is that all kind of shaft cutter had different kind of capability. All kind of shaft cutter has different kind of a use case. Like in few shaft cutter actually they are using a motor, in few shaft cutter they are using a diesel engine, and in few they are using a gasoline engine, and that all depend on the customer demand. Like if you want to use this kind of a shaft cutter in the area where there is no electricity connection, I would suggest you should buy a shaft cutter with a motor, electric motor. But if you are living in the area where there is no electricity connection, you can also buy a gasoline engine shaft cutter or a diesel engine as well. It's all up to the customer demand. Now let's talk about why I am doing a live stream. Actually, I am doing a live stream because Dan Agro is looking for a partners all around the world, the people who are interested to buy these kind of agriculture machineries. You are most welcome to visit us. We are located in China, Sichuan province, Leshan city, Jingyan county area, where I am doing a live stream right now, and we are manufacturing this kind of agriculture machinery. So if you are doing a import business from China to other countries and you are dealing with the agriculture machinery, you are most welcome to visit us after live stream, and we will also pin our location as well. You can visit us, you can check these beautiful machineries how they are being manufactured, and after checking them you can buy if you are an importer. Now let's move on. If you want to buy this kind of machinery for your personal use, can you buy it? Yeah, sure, you can buy it if you are already living in China, or if you have any relative or any friend who is inside China, and actually even you have some shipping agent or a freight forwarder in your contact list, you can buy these kind of agriculture machinery directly from us as well. Now let's talk about the Dan Agro Company. Actually, Dan Agro Company is located in Sichuan province, Leshan city, Jingyan county area, and Dan Agro is making these kind of agriculture machinery from last 31 years. They had started this company, this factory with only a few workers in 1993, but now it's 2024, and they have been super, they have been amazing in their business. But if we talk about like are they selling these kind of agriculture machineries in different countries, yeah, they are selling. They had a client in more than 23 countries, and they had partners all around the world, but still they want to expand their business in other countries as well. So that's the reason I am doing a live stream, because I want to let our people know that those people who are already doing import in agriculture machineries, you are most welcome to visit us. We are located in Sichuan province, Leshan city, Jingyan county area, and this live stream session is not over yet, because if you had watched our live stream on Facebook, after 1 or 2 days, we went outside, do a live testing on these machineries. Sometimes it's rice mill machine, sometimes it's a disc mill machine, sometimes it's a shaft cutter, and we let our people know that, and we let our audience decide that, is Dan Agro worth trusting? Is Dan Agro product worth buying? Is these machineries are worth buying? Question is that these kind of machinery, not only a importer or the person who is doing a agriculture business can buy, but I think this is a need of every family. Doesn't matter if you are living in a big city, doesn't matter if you are living in a small town, these kind of machineries you had to buy for your own use, even you don't wanna do a business in agriculture field. And why is that? You can see by yourself, like even they had a combined rice mill machine. In combined rice mill machine, how many type of material you can use? In rice mill machine, you can get a rice in 1 hour like 250 to 300 kilogram, but at the same time you can use a disc mill machine with that. And when you use a disc mill machine, I mean that you can grind, you can crunch all kind of material into powder form. Even it's a soya beans, it's a coffee beans, it's a rice, wheat, corn, all kind of spices as well. You can convert them into powder form only in 1 hour. If we talk about its capacity is 250 to 300 kilogram. Those people who are watching our live stream first time on YouTube and they haven't watched on Facebook before, you are most welcome to add our WhatsApp number and WeChat number, and you can ask us to provide you a catalog, and we will also provide you a catalog like what kind of machinery Dan Agro is actually manufacturing. We are manufacturing all kind of agriculture machineries, including rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, 3-in-1 combined rice mill machine, 4-in-1 combined rice mill. Even as you can see that in front of you, it's 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine. Productivity is different if you are using for a rice, productivity is different if you are using for a disc mill machine. But the question is that they had provided different kind of impurity separator as well inside these machines, so that all of the paddy, when you put inside the inclined hopper before arriving into the head assembly, all of the impurities inside the rice will get pure. All of the impurities will get all of the paddy will get pure before arriving into the head assembly, and all of the impurities will be separated here. Here they had provided an impurities box, so with the help of this impurities box you can collect all kind of material here. And after that, when your rice will arrive into the rice mill head assembly, actually you will get your rice in 3 qualities, like full rice, half rice and broken rice as well. They had also provided an impurity separator. They had also provided a rice separator as well in the latest model. But if we talk about the models like combined rice mill machine or a single rice mill machine, in single rice mill machine you might not be able to get a impurity separator or a rice separator. As you can see that in front of you we have a rice mill machine which can be worked with a gasoline engine and can work on a motor as well. But in that one, actually it's a single rice mill machine, so they haven't provided an impurity separator and they haven't provided a rice separator as well. If we talk about the productivity, most of the rice mill machine had the same productivity from 250 to 300 kilogram in combined rice mill machine, but when you use a single rice mill machine, its productivity is more than 250 kilogram. and no matter if you are using a gasoline engine, no matter if you are using a motor as well, all of the productivity will remain same. But in most of the rice mill machine and in combined rice mill machine, actually they are using a different kind of outlet, like as you can see that in this 5-in-1 rice mill machine, the outlet, if you see the outlet, it's made by the disc mill head assembly is made by a stainless steel. It is made by a stainless steel, so it can be it can you can prevent these kind of stainless steel actually prevent from rusting as well. In disc mill head assembly, they had provided a disc mill head assembly and inclined hopper is made by a stainless steel, but in rice mill machine, the rice outlet and rice head assembly is actually made by a stainless steel. In 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine, what is really mind blowing and eyes catching, and that is impurity separator and rice separator as well. Like they had provided an impurity separator as well, and they had provided a rice separator as well, as you can see that. In 5-in-1 rice mill machine, they had provided impurity separator and they had provided a rice separator as well. This is 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine, and they had also provided a cyclone where you will get your hull and brain, and it will be collected in that big cyclone, and you can put a nylon bag here. After putting a nylon bag, you can collect at once. In all machineries which are being manufactured by Dan Agro company, actually they had provided a wheel, universal wheel as well. As you can see that in all these shaft cutter, they had provided a universal wheel. So with the help of these wheel, with the help of these tire, you can carry your machine in your farm and even in your livestock. As you can see that a one person can easily carry these kind of machines in farm, in livestock, and if you are using a gasoline engine, I think providing a universal wheel, providing a tire is a really best option. And why is that? Like sometime you want to bring your shaft cutter into a field to perform, to cut all kind of a plant branches, so that you can carry it with the universal wheel into your field, and it will perform very well actually. So the question is, in my live stream which I have done on a Facebook, I told my audience like what is really important about using Dan Agro company made shaft cutter is that like they had keep in mind the safety of the person who is using these kind of shaft cutter. All the material, all the wheels, all the chain area is actually covered with the material, and they had put a good material inside and also outside this machine, so that the people who want to use it, they won't be afraid, they can use it. And the good thing is that they had provided a big incline hopper as well. So with the help of the big incline hopper, actually you can put all kind of plant branches inside it from a little space, and with the help of this chain, all of the material will go into the grass roller, and with the help of the grass roller, it will take it into the plates. In every shaft cutter, they had provided 4 to 5 blades, which will cut all kind of plant branches into small pieces. Each and every shaft cutter had a different kind of a capacity, had a different kind of a capability. But the question is that these all shaft cutter can be used with motor, can be used with a diesel engine, can be used with a gasoline engine as well. There is only one model, actually the latest model Dan Agro had bring, and that is with the capacity of 15 ton, and that shaft cutter is only work with a diesel engine. And why is that? Because the capacity is much more higher, so the capacity is much more higher, so that's why they had used a diesel engine, because in diesel engine there is a less fuel consumption and productivity is much more higher as compared to these shaft cutter. Even they are best in their field, the productivity is really good. Like if we talk about 9Z 2.0, the 9Z 2.0 productivity is more than 5,000 kilogram in 1 hour. Like in 1 hour you can get more than 5,000 kilogram of shaft or shredder using this 9Z 3.2 shaft cutter. And in that shaft cutter they had also provided a universal wheel, so you can carry it anywhere. Now I'm gonna open it and I'm gonna tell you how it actually works. But if you are watching first time this kind of a shaft cutter and you had only watched rice mill machine, which we had uploaded a lot of videos on a YouTube, Dan Agro is not only manufacturing rice mill machine. I have told you earlier, Dan Agro is manufacturing rice mill machine. They are also manufacturing shaft cutters as well. They are also manufacturing silage packing machine. They had also manufacturing a disc mill machine, and they had also providing a paddy thresher, cone thresher as well. In thresher machine, as you can see that we had the two model is 90Y Pro and 90Y60 Pro and 90Y60 and 90Y60 Pro. Sorry, 5TY60 Pro and 5TY60. So this is 5TY Pro, 5TY60 Pro. If you talk about HP is 1 HP, but the productivity is 1500 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour you can get a 1500 kilogram of corn. If you want to thresh your maize, and you can get a corn of 1500 kilogram in 1 hour using this 5TY60 Pro cone thresher, or you can say that a maize thresher as well. Now the question is that can you use it with a gasoline engine? Sure, you can use it with a gasoline engine, and they had provided a universal tire, universal wheel as well. So with the help of these universal wheel, with the help of these universal tire, you can carry this cone thresher machine into your field, and you can convert your maize into corn with the productivity of 1500 kilogram in 1 hour. Here we also had another shaft cutter, but the question is that they both shaft cutter looks similar, but the question is that only outlet inclined hopper outlet they had changed the color, but the capacity most of the time will remain same. But in all shaft cutter which are being manufactured by Dan Agro company, actually they had also provided a handle. With the help of this handle you can fix the size, you can fix the length of your shredder, of your shaft as well. Like if you need in a good length, you can turn it here, and if you need your shredder into smaller pieces, you can shift it here, and here in the center it's actually neutral. So if you want to fix the size of your shredder, even you can fix the size of your shredder as well. And cleaning process is really simple, cleaning process is really cool, not only in a shaft cutter which is made by a Dan Agro company, but all the machines which are being made which are being manufactured by Dan Agro company. Cleaning process is really cool and really simple. And how is that? Just open with the help of this handle, open shaft cutter. After opening, clean its blade. They had provided a 5 blades in few shaft cutter. They had provided a 4 blades in few shaft cutter. So after opening a machine, you, after opening its head assembly, you can clean it, and after cleaning it you can again restart it. All of the machines which are actually being manufactured, which are being manufactured by Dan Agro company, you can easily clean it, you can easily replace their spare parts by yourself. We will provide you a catalog as well, and we will also provide you a videos after you bought this kind of a machinery and bring them into your own country. So when you reassembling this kind of a machinery, you don't have to worry about anything, you don't have any kind of a confusion or any kind of a problem. So this was a shaft cutter. With here I told you, you can sweet potato cones, you can use it, and in this inclined hopper, this can be used all kind of plant branches and fresh grass as well, and you can store your food as well. Not only store your food, but using this kind of a shaft cutter, they also help to make a bedding for animal as well. Now I'm gonna show you a shaft cutter as well, and I'm gonna explain about a little bit. So those people who are new and haven't watched our live stream on Facebook, they might have a good idea, like shaft cutter which are being made by Adan Agro company. What is their important? What is their importance? Why they are so different from the other shaft cutter, like the shaft cutter we are using from last 10 to 15 years, where we our many closer people have lost their hands sometime. Why? Because of the inclined hopper, and they had keep in mind before making these kind of a shaft cutter that safety is really important. The first step is not even product quality but the human safety. So they had keep in mind of the safety of all the machines actually Dan Agro company manufactured. They keep in mind the safety of a humankind. Actually, agriculture machinery made by Dan Agro company is important for cultivating, as it enables the farmers to get good produce and make profit in their livelihood. In many countries where farming is the most important source of livelihood, relying on traditional methods won't be sufficient. And that's why actually Dan Agro is solving a time saving and energy savings product for its customer at good prices with good quality products. We are not only offering you good machines but also offering you partnership. If you are already using machine made by Dan Agro company, now you will realize that how important it is to understand the basic chemistry behind these small agriculture machines. And Dan Agro company actually manufacturing a rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, 3-in-1 combined rice mill machine, 4-in-1 combined rice mill machine, and even 6 and 1000 is our latest model which we have bring into the market with the highest capacity of 500 to 600 kilogram per hour. And in disc mill machine, in floor mill machine, we also have the latest model with the capacity of 2000 to 2500 kilogram in 1 hour. If we talk about the shaft cutter, we also have bring a latest model of a shaft cutter with the highest capacity of 15 ton. So all three series, not only a rice mill machine but also shaft cutter and also floor mill machine or a disc mill machine, all three aspects have been cleared. We had bring the latest model with the highest capacity as well. But for the people who can't even afford these latest model, or who want to use a rice mill machine or a combined rice mill machine for their own use, even they don't need a combined rice mill machine and they are looking for a single rice mill machine, they can buy directly from us. They can even buy directly from their own countries. Like Dan Agro company made machines, manufactured machines, assembled machines have been arrived in many countries already, and you had a local dealer in your country. You can buy directly from them if you want to use for your personal use, because most of the time Dan Agro, you know, they don't cooperate with the retail services. Why? Because they are a manufacturer company, and all the manufacturer company actually, they don't do retail services. They took order from different kind of countries and then they produce machineries. But the question is that what is the capability of Don Agro? If you give us a order, we can manufacture 1,500 to 2,000 pieces of all kind of these machineries in a single day. We had that kind of a capability. What if you are an importer? What Dan Agro had to offer you? Actually, we can print any kind of a color on your machines, and we can also put a logo on these machines. If you already had an import company, or if you are already importing these kind of agriculture machines, we can also print your logo. We can also print your number plate. We can also change its color if you want to change it, or if you want any other kind of changes inside the shaft cutter, inside the rice mill machine, we can do for our public as well. This was a shaft cutter series, and I have told you about the different shaft cutter. Each and every shaft cutter is useful. Each and every shaft cutter is worth for the people who need for their personal use, or who want to import these kind of agriculture machinery in their own country and want to start their own business. This is the best opportunity. Don and Agro is offering you a partnership all around the world. Doesn't matter where you come, just visit us. We are located in the Leshan city, Jingyan County area, Sichuan province, China. We are a manufacturer company. We manufacture all kind of agriculture machinery, including rice, floor, shaft cutter, silage packing machine, as you can see that in front of you. I haven't told you about that, but this is a silage packing machine which Don Agro is manufacturing. And we also have a cone thresher as well. I have told you earlier about the cone thresher. If we talk about its productivity is 1500 per 1500 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour you can get a 1500 of cone only in 1 hour. We also have this shaft cutter which is actually combined with the disc mill. Why? Because they had provided an incline hopper as well. So with the help of this incline hopper, you can grind, you can crunch all kind of material into powder form, like a rice, corn, wheat, whatever you want to convert. And it can also help to boost your animal nutrition. And how it gonna do that? If you are using this shaft cutter and you are cutting all kind of plant branches into small pieces, you can also use this incline hopper to convert all kind of material into powder form. Most of the time we use wheat, corn or sweet potatoes, and you can store this food for your animal to improve their nutrition. And when their nutrition gonna improve, in return you will get a good milk and you will get a good meat as well. This shaft cutter has the capacity of 1000 kilogram per hour. Like in 1 hour you can get a shredder of a 1000 kilogram only in 1 hour. And even it's the the smallest model of a shaft cutter which Dan Agro has manufactured. Still they had provided a handle as well. So with the help of this handle, actually you can fix the size of your shredder as well. If you want in a big length, you can fix it. If you want into small length, you can fix it. It's all up to your choice, it's all up to your demand. If we talk about this shaft cutter, now capacity gonna a little bit different, because in this shaft cutter capacity will be 1200 to 2000 kilogram, 1200 to 3000 kilogram, actually not 2000 kilogram. Capacity will be 1200 kilogram to 3000 kilogram in 1 hour. Like in 1 hour you can get a 1200 to 3000 kilogram of shredder or shaft by using this shaft cutter, which is manufactured, made by Adan Agro company. Okay guys, now this model I have already told you about. In this model they had provided a 2 inclined hopper. And why they had provided a 2 inclined hopper? Like lower inclined hopper can be used for all kind of plant branches, and the upper model can be used for sweet potatoes, corn, or these kind of a material. Like if you want to store food for your animal for a winter, you can use this shaft cutter. At the same time, if you want to improve the animal nutrition, you can use this inclined hopper and put some sweet potatoes or corn inside it, which will be converted, which will be crunched into smaller pieces, and you can also feed your animal with that, and it will help to improve your animal nutrition. So when your animal nutrition gonna improve, actually in return you will get a good milk and you will get a good meat as well. Now let's move to our next shaft cutter. Here we have a 9Z 3.2 or 3.8. I'm not sure about the name, but I can check it later. In this model, actually they had this is the capacity of this shaft cutter is actually more than 5000 kilogram in 1 hour. Working will remain same in that shaft cutter as well like the other shaft cutter, but the question is that in this shaft cutter, if you see the inclined hopper length is longer as compared to the lower models. The inclined hopper length is quite longer as compared to the other models, so it will be more safer and more secure for the people to use it. Other procedure will remain same. They had provided a plates, and they also had provided a chain. When chain gonna move, it will take all of plant branches, and with the help of these grass roller will help your material to put through onto the cutting blades. They had provided a 5 and 4 cutting blade as well in different kind of a models. So when your plant branches gonna cut into small pieces, they will come up by this outlet funnel. They will come out with the help of this outlet funnel, and you can store your food for your animal. If you are using these kind of shaft cutter in summer, you can store food for your animal. In winter, this kind of shaft cutter will also help you for your animal to not only store food but also for making bed as well. They will improve your animal nutrition as well, and when animal nutrition gonna improve, of course in return you will get a good milk product. This was our first stream, and before going offline, I'm gonna tell you about a Dan Agro company. Dan Agro company is a manufacturer company which is making a rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, flour mill machines as well, and self pulverizer as well, and different kind of machine which are being used in agriculture industry from a long period of time. They had bring the latest model. They also have the previous model as well. Like if you want to buy 2019 model, you can buy it all up to the customer demand, and it's all up to their requirement. Like if they are using for their personal use, they can use the smallest model, but if they had the more productivity requirement, like they need any kind of a disc mill machine which can convert all kind of a material into powder form in a short period of a time, they can use the latest model. But because in latest model they had also bring This kind of a self pulverizer, you just have to take a material, put inside the tub, then put a pipe inside it. With the help of this plastic pipe, all of the material will go into the head assembly, and after arriving there, it will be crushed into small powder form, and you will get it. Now, different models, they had a different model even in a disc mill series. In a floor mill machine, they don't only have a different model in a rice mill machine, but if you see by yourself, they had a very different model. They had a series of a rice mill machines which can vary from a rice mill machine, mini rice mill machine, to a 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine. Each and every machine has their own capability. Each and every machine can work on a gasoline engine and motor as well. If you see in this combined rice mill machine, they had provided a gasoline engine and they haven't provided a motor. Why? For the people who doesn't have a good electricity connection, who had a voltage shortage, who are living in a mountain area or a countryside area, these kind of people can use this kind of a rice mill machine. But for the people who want rice mill machine with impurity separator as well, these kind of a people can use this model as well, because in this one you will not only getting good paddy, but your rice will be converted into 3 forms, like full rice, half rice and broken rice as well. This is a combined rice mill machine, and what make it different from the other machine is that in this one they had provided an impurity separator, in this one they had provided a rice separator as well. But in this one they also provided a universal wheel with that, and they also provided the motor with that. And why they had provided a motor? Because you can use a gasoline engine and at the same time you can use a motor as well. It's all up to the client's demand. It's all up to the farmer's requirement. If you want with the motor, you can get with the motor. If you want with the diesel, you can get with the diesel as well. In all shaft cutter, in all disc mill machine, in all rice mill machine, they had provided a universal wheel. And why they had provided a universal wheel? So that people can carry these kind of machines in different areas as well. Like if you want to use this rice mill machine in your farm, in your livestock farm, or even you want to use in your house, you can carry it. These small rice mill machines are less in weight as compared to the big rice milling plants, so that you can carry them. You can carry them with you. You can carry them into your fields. You can carry them into your livestock farm. You can carry them into your house as well. And you can even start your own business with this kind of a rice mill machine. This is what I suggest in my every live stream which I have done on a Facebook. So if you talk about it a head assembly, actually, if you talk about it as a head assembly of a disc mill, as you can see that the disc head assembly is a stainless steel. And why it's a stainless steel? Because it can be prevented from rusting as well. They had provided a stainless steel lower inclined hopper and disc mill head assembly, so that it can be prevented from rusting as well. Other things are quite similar as 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine. They had provided an impurity separator. They had provided a rice separator as well. They had provided a motor, and they also had provided a 20 adjustable knot as well, where you can fix the size of your rice and where you can also adjust the shining quality of your rice as well. This is also stainless steel, and this is 5 combined rice mill machine. In 5, all things will remain same, but the question is that productivity will be different. Productivity will be more as compared to the other machine, which is 300 kilogram per hour, and impurities will be separated like in the other combined rice mill machine. But question is that not only impurities will be separated, but also paddy will be get more and more cleaner before arriving into the rice mill head assembly. Guys, these combined rice mill machines, I really admire them. I personally like them. And why do I like them? Because here your rice won't get wasted, and in short period of a time you will get a more rice in a good quality, and the use case is really simple and really easy, like a one person can operate these kind of agriculture machines. Why is that? Because first of all, you have to provide the electricity. If you provide the electricity, you don't have to worry about anything else. Second thing is that if you don't have a good electricity connection, you can use this kind of a agriculture machine even with a gasoline engine and even with the diesel engine as well. And third good thing is that they had provided a universal wheel, like if you want to carry these kind of machines into your ground or into your field or into your livestock, you can carry them as well. And the other good thing is that it doesn't require a lot of labor like other big milling plants. So one person can easily use them, no need to worry about that. And third thing is that you will get a good rice quality in a short period of a time. Like, come on guys, in 1 hour you will get a 250 to 300 kilogram of a rice. And the good thing is that, which I like most about combined rice mill machine, is that in rice mill machine you are not only getting a rice mill machine but also getting a combined rice mill machine. It's like, hey man, buy one get one free. Like, you are buying a combined rice mill machine, but at the same time you are also getting a rice mill machine with that. Now the question is that when it's come to buy a rice mill machine or a combined rice mill machine or a shaft cutter, safety is really important. Don't move safety cover when running. So all of the machines are fully covered. They had provided a good cover. The quality material they are using is actually really good and it's admirable. And other thing is that they had also provided a main switch as well. Sometime if you had an electricity shortage and you feel like oh my god, machine gonna face some kind of a problem, they had also provided a breaker as well. They also provided a meter reading as well, where you can read the voltage reading as well by yourself. And how you gonna do that? Like when machine gonna start, you're gonna provide electricity, you will see their voltage reading will appear, and it will appear quickly as you start your motor. As you provide him electricity, it will, you will see the reading, you will see the voltage requirement here. And the other thing is that about all combined rice mill machine, I want to tell you that when you are using a rice mill machine, you can't use a disc mill machine, and when you are using a disc mill machine, you can't use a rice mill machine with that. These both machines are on the same frame, I know, but the question is that when you are using a rice mill machine, you can only use a rice mill machine, but when you are using a disc mill machine, you can only use a disc mill machine. Both machines can work. Working is really simple, but it can't happen like you want to use both things. Like you want to crunch your material into powder form, and at the same time you want to get a rice. This is a little bit complicated. You might not be able to get it, but this is 5-in-1 combined rice mill machine, and we also have the latest model of the rice mill machine, which is 6 and 1000 with the highest capacity of 500 to 600 kilogram in 1 hour. Like in 1 hour, you can get a 500 to 600 kilogram of a rice. Guys, this is our first stream, and I have shown you about the machines, shaft cutter, rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, and disc mill machine. Dan Agro is looking for importer all around the world. If you are already importing these kind of agriculture machines, you are most welcome to visit us. We are located in a Leshan city, Jingyan County, Sichuan Province, China. We are a manufacturer company, we are a manufacturer factory. We are making these kind of agriculture machineries. And if you still have any question, if you watch my stream after I go offline, you can even leave a message and I will get back to you. This is it, guys. See you tomorrow. Guys, we are located in Leshan city, Jingyan County area, Sichuan province. We are a manufacturer company. We are making these kind of agriculture machines, including rice mill machine, combined rice mill machine, shaft cutter, and this mill machine as well. If you had any question, please let me know in a comment section. If you want to add our number, we are also provided our WhatsApp number as well. It's +861529801111, +861529801111. You can add my WhatsApp number and WeChat as well, and you can ask us about the catalog. We will provide you a catalog, like what kind of machinery we are actually being manufacturing. We can provide you a catalog. We can help you to find a local dealer who are already selling these kind of agriculture machinery in your country. And if you want to buy these kind of agriculture machinery by yourself, you can come visit us. We are located in Leshan city, Jingyan County area, Sichuan province, and we are looking for importers all around the world. If you are an importer, you are most welcome to visit us. But if you want to buy these kind of agriculture machinery for your personal use, I think you can easily buy in your own country. If you need your local dealer contact number, just add my WhatsApp number. I had provided our WhatsApp number as well. You will add our WhatsApp number and you can ask about that. We will provide you a local dealer number as well.